welcome back to my channel. Before we get into it, I want to apologize for how aggressive my hair is being today. I don't even know what's going on. I thought I could put a bandana on, it would work. It just hasn't. It doesn't want to listen to me. But happy almost Merry Christmas. I'm getting so excited. We have the tree up, we have the lights up. I finished all my Christmas shopping. I'm super excited. So, because I'm getting in the spirit, I'm going to be listing my top 10 Christmas movies to watch to get even more in spirit. To get even more excited. To get even more jolly. Okay, I did some major soul searching with this list I made. It was actually really difficult. I like a lot of Christmas movies, but I have gotten it down to my top 10 and I put it in an order and I put it all on this iPad. So this iPad holds the secret of my top 10 Christmas movies. Let's take a second to appreciate the fact that I was able to put these movies in a list without crying because it stresses me out. Let's start the video and let me read the list. Let's do this. Okay, number 10 on my list is Four Christmases with Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn is so funny. I think he's hilarious and I love Reese Witherspoon. This movie is about a couple who both of their families have divorced parents and they're both dysfunctional families, so they always try to avoid going to their house for Christmas. Well, the fact where you have to try to get to everyone's Christmas party is relatable because my parents are divorced and each of my families throw their own Christmas parties, so that part's relatable. The dysfunctional, well, maybe that also is relatable, but like the fact that I avoid them, I don't do that. I love my family, so. You can watch this movie even when it's not Christmas because it's just a comedy. Tell me if you agree for it being on your list. But yeah, next. Number 9 on my list is Christmas with the Cranks. It's starring Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis. This movie is about this couple who decides to skip Christmas for the year because their daughter no longer lives with them. For those who haven't seen the movie yet, I'm going to explain a little more without spoiling it. The couple ends up having to backtrack their plans because their daughter ends up coming back in town with her fiance. So they have to start planning a last-minute Christmas party and it gets out of hand. I especially like the part where Tim Allen's character goes to get like a facelift and he's eating like a fruit cup in the hospital, I think. Is that where they were? And his face is frozen and just keeps falling out and it's disgusting but so funny. Number 8 on my list is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. This one's so exciting. It's a TV special, however, it falls under movie because it is a movie. It always gets me excited because it's always played on Christmas Eve. It talks about how Santa started being Santa. So it's just exciting. It's really fun. Yeah. Number 7 on my list is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's also a TV special and usually played Christmas Eve. The movie is just like the song. However, Christmas almost gets canceled and Rudolph comes in to help. I just spoiled it, but if you know the song, you know the movie. So it's a really good movie. It's super cute. My dad can make the whole like, she thinks I'm cute voice, and it's so funny. He always gets embarrassed. He doesn't want to do it, but we always ask him to when he does. But yeah, go check that one out. That's number 7 on my list. Number 6 on my list is Polar Express. Everyone knows Polar Express. I like this movie because it always gets me excited. We used to watch this one in school when it was like the day before Christmas break and we'd watch it on our lunch break. And this is starring Tom Hanks, so that's pretty much all I have to say to get people to want to watch it. Tom Hanks is super cool. He is bomb. So one night, this boy who's kind of becoming a little bit skeptical about Christmas sees a train come across his yard. The train picks him up and it takes him to the North Pole. There's more that happens in between that and then, but I don't want to spoil it. I'm sure all of you have seen Polar Express. Go check it out because it's a really good movie. It's so much fun. It gets you in the spirit. Honestly, probably the most of all Christmas movies. It's so exciting. It's so magical. What number are we on? Number 5 on my list is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Everyone, again, like Polar Express, knows How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's also a really funny song. I like the original one, but all of the rest are good as well. I haven't seen the very new one, so I'll have to check that one out. My sister likes the live action one with Jim Carrey. He's really funny. But yeah, I prefer the cartoon, the original cartoon. So number 4, I don't know why I keep losing track. Number 4 on my list is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This is my dad's #1 movie. We watch it so much. Actually, this year we've only watched it once, but if it's on TV, he'll put it on, and then he'll put it on himself on DVD, and then he'll put it on again. It's his favorite. He thinks it's hilarious. It's actually really funny, and I'll get into something very serious in a minute after I explain this movie. The main character, Clark Griswold, takes Christmas very seriously. His whole house is decorated, and everything just doesn't seem to be going his way. Just go check it out. It's really funny. I don't know what this is, the age for this movie, because I don't really recommend it for children. Anyways, the serious story that I wanted to talk about is I have a really big fear of squirrels, and I'm really not sure when it started. It either started from Phineas and Ferb when Candace sings Squirrels in Her Pants, or National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. In one of the scenes, a squirrel is in their Christmas tree and just chases them around, and that's so scary. Like, that's so frightening. Squirrels usually have rabies. My sister says not all of them, but again, I don't want to risk getting bit by one to find out if I have rabies or not. So I will run if I see one, and I'm pretty sure my fears started from this movie. So yeah, don't let it scare you guys. It has ruined my life, but however, I still love this movie. I cried during the scene, but the rest is still really funny. So go check it out. That's number 4 on my list. Maybe it's on your list. If it's not, put it there. Just kidding, do whatever you want. Number 3 on my list is, no, I'm not gonna sing it, that's silly. My list, well, look at my, yeah, my fingers are like double jointed, so they kind of look like crazy, but anyways, number 3 on my list is Elf. Elf is, again, a really funny movie starring Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is hilarious. He is probably one of the celebrities I really want to meet because he probably just made me laugh the whole time. Elf is about this guy who got raised in the North Pole, and he just realized he doesn't fit in, so he found out he's adopted and goes to find his dad. That's all I'm going to tell you without ruining the movie, because, you know, I don't want to ruin it. You want to know if he finds his dad. Here's a little tidbit about it. It doesn't really spoil the movie, but it does happen. So in the movie, Buddy, who is the main character, he's the elf who goes to find his dad, really likes sugar because all elves love sugar. In the North Pole, that's their main food group, one of them. And the one night he's eating spaghetti and he puts maple syrup on it, Smarties, M&Ms, Pop-Tarts, like literally any sugary substance on his spaghetti. So me and my friend Sarah try it. We don't try everything because we don't have everything. We try spaghetti with maple syrup and Smarties. First of all, it was gross. So I want to know if Will Ferrell actually ate it in the movie, like for realsies, because I don't know how he even did it because it was gross. It was so bad. Yeah, it was just gross. I don't even know how to finish the story. The maple syrup wasn't that bad if you add a little bit, because usually you add like a little sugar to your tomato sauce, but the Smarties, I don't even like Smarties anyways. Color was coming off of them into my spaghetti. Yeah. I didn't like it. Sarah didn't like it. We're not going to do it again. We didn't go back for a second. So yeah, I don't recommend, but if you are really curious, go for it. Fred Claus is number 2, starring Vince Vaughn. This movie is so funny. Vince Vaughn's character, Fred, is actually the older brother to Santa Claus. He is very jealous of his brother because his parents just love him. He always thought that his parents loved him more than him himself, and he was always resentful of his brother Santa Claus. So one time he actually goes and visits his family in the North Pole, and while they're there, this guy is there looking over the North Pole and is trying to shut them down. So long story short, without ruining it, Fred has to step up, get over his relationship with Santa Claus, figure it out, work it out like siblings, and help him save Christmas. So go check that one out. That one's really funny. I said that about every movie, but yeah, it's really funny. Vince Vaughn's really funny. This one always gets me excited. This is like an underrated Christmas movie, and it's honestly probably, well, it's number 2 on my list, so it's one of my favorites, and I think it deserves more acknowledgement because it's so good. I love this movie. But yeah, go check it out. Number 2 is Fred Claus. Number 1 on my list is The Santa Claus, starring Tim Allen. This is my number 1 Christmas movie. I like all of these because I think there's 3 actually. But anyways, this movie is about this divorced dad who is spending Christmas with his son. They end up hearing something on their roof Christmas Eve, and Tim Allen's character goes out and scares Santa on the roof, and Santa falls down into the snow and disappears. This leaves Tim Allen's character to take over Christmas, and he ends up becoming Santa Claus. But this one is my number 1. It makes me laugh, it makes me cry. I don't know which side to buy. Oh, don't know where that came from. But anyways, this is a really good movie. Okay guys, this is the end of my video. If you agree with my list, comment below. Or if you don't agree with my list, also comment below. Tell me your list, tell me what I forgot, tell me what I should move higher. Persuade me, guys, because this is my list at the moment until someone persuades me otherwise. However, that's probably not going to change because I'm very consistent with lists and I'm very faithful to my lists. So anyways, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget, ow! Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell button to get notifications on when I post videos. But yeah, Merry Christmas everyone. Happy holidays. Enjoy.